win tonight, we're going to kick Kansas State's tail. Am I right? And we are once again going to say thank you to Mrs. Selmon here today. That's what's going to happen.
Zach Selmon, my Deputy Athletic Director. Who has sprinkled a little bit more of the Selmon magic through all of us in Sooner Magic. They changed the game. But what yes, they did. Changed the game. Never before, 3 brothers starting. Never before, 3 All-Americans at the same time. And probably never again.
When this beautiful statue gets unveiled, and you look at it, what we know is this. A lot of people are going to see 3 All-Americans. They're going to see 3 great defenders, right? They're going to see 2 national championships. But here's what they don't know if they aren't part of the family, and that is the Selmon story, right? That they came, born in Muskogee, raised in Eufaula, right? All 3 didn't just go to OU and succeed athletically. They all went on to graduate with honors. With honors. Dewey pursued a PhD, but most importantly, he brought Zach with him. So now I can say I get to hang with the Selmons, which is tough to do when you're like barely 5'10" on a good day and 165.
This is something that has never happened before in college football. It has never happened since. 3 brothers start side by side, a consensus All-American 2 years in a row, each one of them. All play pro football. All drafted, all played, and then became the greatest defensive line in college football. Because when they played, we won 54 games, only lost 3 and tied 1. We won 38 in a row, 2 national championships, 2 NFL seasons. That's what they were part of.
Wow. Boomer Sooners. This statue here today, more than anything else, it encompasses just exactly what they were about. They were a hard-hitting, powerful defense. The opposition never knew what hit them, didn't have a way to prepare for them. And I hear it more and more every time I come back here, and I love the extra stories. I love hearing from his former teammates that reach back as far as Eufaula, Oklahoma, and get to tell me stories about him and how great a person he was, how great an athlete he was, how great these individuals, Dewey and Lucius, were, and how they were a team and they were unstoppable. Today, as we unveil this statue today, it almost acts as a beacon for future generations to set the tone for the defenses. And this is a beacon of a defensive trio that has never happened before and deserves to be recognized today. And I'm just so happy that this day has come to fruition. So thankful for the OU staff, everyone, the athletics involved, Zach, Barry Switzer, who is like family to us, and he knows that, and we love him so much. A day that will go down in history, and I heard the word immortalized used, and that's exactly what it is. This statue here means so much to me, means so much to my uncles. I'm so proud of them and the accomplishments that they have made, not only on the field, the blood, sweat, and tears, but in the classrooms as well, and excelled.
Every time I look at Lee, they call him Lee, but I call him Leroy. Just like Leroy was when he was growing up. I used to run a little rain on Leroy and Dewey. I'll tell this little story, and then I want to say hello to the dignitaries here. We had a little football game going on the side of the house. There was a set of hedges right here, the house right here, and the little lane we played in was right there. Well, I was cheating them. Bad. Making the rules up as I go. They would be saying, hey, you can't do that. Oh, yes, I can. So one day, we go out there and we're playing. I'm cheating and everything. And boy, them two got me cornered. They hit me so hard. They knocked me over into those hedges, broke the hedges down, skint my back up. And when I got up, they were standing there like, okay, come on, you snap the ball again. I say, I quit. That's the first time I ever quit something. I say, I quit. So then we come here to the University of Oklahoma, and Coach Johnson was coaching us, and I told Coach Johnson, I don't ever want Coach, I know when we're giving each other pictures and looks and everything, that means one of the defensive linemen have to come block on me. I said, I don't ever want to go up against Dewey and Leroy. And I will not go up against them, giving them a picture. So Coach Johnson said, okay, well, Lucius don't want to hurt his little brothers. I said, boy, did he get that wrong. I am, to say happy to be here is an understatement. And the main thing that I hope that people get out of this is that when they come and they look at the statue, I hope for the next generation of athletes that come along, that it will serve as an inspiration to them to take a chance, to go out when you don't know where it's going to lead you. Just be willing to be consistent and give it your best. And who knows what could happen.
Boomer! Gotta rock and roll. Come on, people. We gotta have it today. No, today is so very, very special. I cannot explain in words what today really means. It's a day that I think Sooner Nation has come together. We come together here at the north end of Orange Stadium where we celebrate a game. But we're celebrating more than that. I want you to know, everyone here know from the bottom of our hearts, the Selmon family, that we are moved by your presence and your commitment and your love. We turn it back to you, okay? We're celebrating something, and it's big. We're celebrating OU football, and it's big. We're celebrating OU athletics in our communities, and it's for real. I want us to be happy about that. Be very, very happy about that. Thanks to Lucius, Coach Bell, coaches like Coach Switzer walked in. They plan a new dream, a new vision. We sit there and we understand what this vision is. And the vision's alive. So we come to Oklahoma University. And we stop here today. But there's going to be an unveiling of statues. But everything that's good sits up on a pedestal. And this pedestal sits here too. But the pedestal inside my story, inside our lives, it sits upon the lives of living people. Lives of living people just like you who have stepped above themselves to give to us. And that is what I call beyond measure. That's what I call Sooner Nation. That's what I call Oklahoma. He'd had a handkerchief put into your pocket. He'd have came here and he'd have told you stories about you. He'd have told you stories about how you influenced his life. He'd have told you stories about his God. And he'd have looked at you, he would have wanted to make eye contact. It was always there. You look at Leroy, and it's not like you're gonna look away from him. He always wanted to put two eyes into yours, and at the end of it, he would hug you. And he would smile. And he would say that today is not about him. He would say it's about you. And when everybody was all gone, when everybody walked away, he would sit by himself. At that point, he would pull a handkerchief out and he would cry. He would cry tears of joy, not because he was being honored. He would cry tears of joy because you were here. Just because you were here. Leroy Selmon.
All right, it is that time. We are going to ask the Selmon children and grandchildren to do the honor for us. They're going to come and get ready to pull the tarp today. Here's what's going to happen after we all together count this down. A great scene this is. Look at the whole Selmon family down here. Zach, what do you think? You think we're ready to roll? All right. We're going to start with the number of national championships we have. We're going to start with the number 7 and count this down. Sooner Nation in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's hear it for the greatest set of brothers in college football history, the Selmons!